Hey guys, it's Sunday. I'm sorry I haven't really been around. Had a really awesome video I've been trying to put on YouTube for like 3 weeks now, but it hasn't worked. So I'm kind of hoping this video works instead. I've been trying to think about what I've been wanting to say or to discuss, but it wasn't until the other day that the topic really hit me. Something I've always realized growing up, that music is such an important part of my life. I used to be a piano player. Every now and then I played the guitar. I used to be more involved 3 years back, but ever since college started, I've kind of put it on the back burner. I'm a vocalist. I used to sing. I was in the choir. My senior year of high school, our choir was #1 in the country in competition. Pretty exciting. But music is such a big part of my life. Like, I was involved in everything. I can't go anywhere without my iPod or having music somewhere. It's just, it inspires me, you know? I've always been told that music can really take something over, and that you just get this feeling of total, like, immersement, and like you're just sucked in. But that's something I never actually got to experience. Like, I have songs that I listen to that if I'm sad, if I'm happy, if I want to be reminded of someone. I have songs that remind me of like 15 years ago. I have my whole variety of songs that make me feel a certain way. But never before until recently have I had like music take over me and just I'm totally lost in music. About a year ago, my dad took me to a Stevie Nicks concert. For those of you who aren't aware, Stevie Nicks is my favorite. She's such an inspiration. She's just such a legend, and I love her to death. It doesn't matter that she was like famous 30 years ago, or that she was bigger 30 years ago than she was today, but she's my all-time favorite artist. I had seen her 3 times before with Fleetwood Mac, but this is about a year ago was the first time I had seen her solo. And I got to go with my dad. And then was the first time I actually was able to be taken over by music and like just cry and sing along and just smile and forget about everything and just let the music take me. And it was such a remarkable experience. It was just something I never understood until that moment. Just the feeling of listening to her sing live, I was lost. It was a brilliant thing. And then, about a week ago, she came back around this area again, and once again, my father and I went. And I was totally, like, hypnotized by her stage presence and her vocals and her lyrics and everything. And there was this point where I would just start crying uncontrollably. And at the time, I didn't understand why. Like, yeah, the music gets to me and the lyrics get to me, but it's just this overwhelming feeling of the music. It's hard to explain. Like, the music, you just feel it, and it becomes like a part of you. Something I've also learned is that music is something my dad and I have in common. Most of you know that like, my father and I aren't very close, and it's hard for us to find something to get along with and find something common besides personality traits. But my dad is the one who introduced me to Stevie Nicks and Fleetwood Mac when I was like 3 or 4. So ever since then, like, it's something my dad and I have in common. We just both rock out to the music and just let it take us, you know. And my dad was a diehard Stevie fan back in the 70s and 80s, back when she was really big. And it's just awesome that 25 or 30 years later, my dad can still enjoy that. He just doesn't have to be with me. And I walked out of the concert. We were walking back to the car, and I just totally realized that that's the thing that brings my father and I together is music and Stevie Nicks and any type of classic rock, but primarily Stevie Nicks. It was just a rewarding feeling for me to be able to realize what brings my father and I together. For us to just totally understand each other when it comes to music and speaking and work. And I don't even know how to describe or how else to explain it. It's really something. And I'm glad that I finally found the one thing that brings my dad and I together. So I guess that's all I have to say. I'm sorry if I stopped making sense somewhere. This is a very hard thing for me to actually explain and have people understand it. But it's also something I need to get off my chest. So I guess my challenge for you guys this week is to just talk about an experience where music has affected you, or a situation where music has brought you and someone else together, or talk about a time where music's really inspired you or really affected you. I can't really think of anything else to say, so I'm gonna stop. So I hope everyone has a great week, and I hope everyone had a great 4th of July. I know I had a really good time. And yeah, I guess I will see you all next Sunday, hopefully. I'm actually going to be out of the state next Sunday. I'm visiting my boyfriend home. But I actually am going to try to get a video up while I'm in Erie, but I can't make any promises. So hopefully you'll see me next week. If not, you'll see Leah. So one of us will see you next week. Bye!